आनसम्बन्धमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis who are sitting with us around the world at this moment in 496 places through Nityananda TV. So from tomorrow I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, visitors, viewers sitting with us around the world at this moment in 496 places through Nityananda TV and 37 places two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha in 207 cities and 25 countries around the world as per the statistics. The city is sitting with us in two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha, Toronto Kailasam, Guadalupe Rameshwaram, Ohio Prayag, Nityananda Nagara Hyderabad, Alvarpet Chennai, Seattle Chidambaram, San Jose Madurai, Ohio Shivananda, Los Angeles Arunachalam, Oklahoma Somanatham, Adayar Chennai, Phoenix Kanchipuram, Paris Home Temple, Nityananda Nagar Tiruvannamalai, Malaysia Parani, Chandravimala Sare BC, Nityananda Vidyalaya Bangalore, East London UK, Kathmandu Nepal, Los Angeles Redondo Beach, San Diego Pacific Beach and Delta Circle Canada, Hyderabad Sri, Hong Kong Sirgali, Gangamma Circle Bangalore, Charlotte Srisailam, Monterrey Mexico, Singapore Singapuram, Dakota Dunes, Paris Kalighat, Devon UK, Bengaluru North, Bangalore Marathahalli, Oman Sivagangai, Bangalore Electronic City, Dubai Tirukkovilur, Las Vegas Dona Bello, am I right? Diana Bello. Yes. Everyone is? I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today, 9th batch Nirahara Samyama, second level, third day. 4th batch Nirahara Samyama, Di Samyama, 18th day successfully. Wow! Only 3 more days to go. 15th Inner Awakening and 12th Engineers, 18th day successfully. Only 3 more days to go. Collective responsibilities of Los Angeles and Hyderabad both has reached us. Today I will comment on all of that. Great. Today I am going to expand on helping each one of you to find stability and strength from and through these 4 tattvas. Listen, ध्यान से सुनिए. Always give priority to be established in these 4 tattvas. 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 4 listen. When you are established in these four tattvas, please understand you are directly radiating the superconscious energy. I'll expand on each statement now I am making. First, listen. The groups like a Landmark and all, they believe language is God. I tell you, no. Language is the prism through which you experience God. Experience consciousness. Language itself is not God. Consciousness is Mahadeva. Language is Devi. Because they are able to reach only up to the level of language, they say language itself is God. No. Language itself is not God. Language is the prism through which you can experience God and everything. When the divine decided to enjoy itself, its own extension is language. When Mahadeva decided to enjoy himself, his own extension, Devi, is language. That is why we call in Sanskrit, in the Vedic tradition, language as Matruka, mother. Language is mother. Consciousness is father. Language is biomemory. Consciousness is bioenergy. So listen. When you live these four tattvas, again and again and again go on drilling yourself to be established in these four tattvas. For example, even if you feel tired, bored, immediately ask yourself, if I apply authenticity and integrity, is this tiredness allowed? I tell you, listen, every tiredness is you deciding to pamper yourself. How many of you have felt the tiredness and boredom? The moment, if you decide, you can drop it, you can throw it away, but you are cherishing it because you pamper you. Raise your hand, let me see. So all of you understand? When you decide to pamper you, you allow it. So whenever, relax, drop your hand. Whenever you have even these simple ups and downs, tiredness is not a tsunami or tornado or what are the other words they use? Hurricane. It is just wave in the teacup. What can be the effect, maximum effect of a wave in the teacup? It is nothing but the effect when you blow the air through your mouth to cool, to reduce the heat temperature, or preparing your tongue to tolerate the temperature. Tiredness is just a wave in the teacup. आलस्य केवल एक चाय के कप में लहर के समान है. Listen, whenever you feel tiredness or boredom, just decide, with my integrity and authenticity, if I see me, is it right? The moment you ask, what will happen? It will just disappear. How many of you have experienced it? Tell me. How many of you have really cognized it by experience? That's it. Even in a small thing like a tiredness and boredom, do not entertain the idea of pampering yourself or it's okay or cute cuddling feeling. Life is not going to give you teddy bear. It may give you bear, teddy separately, not teddy bear. So do not entertain, do not engage yourself, do not entertain that cute feeling of boredom or tiredness. चलता है कि मनोस्थिति का पीना अपनाए. Do not entertain the idea of it's okay. Whether, please listen, ध्यान से सुनिए. The tiredness which you allow again and again because you feel you have done too much is the root inauthenticity starts growing. There is nothing called too much. Listen, how many of you, when you are having that cute feeling towards tiredness, you just want to cuddle the tiredness and sleep. You just want to cuddle the boredom and sleep. That time suddenly the inner guru appears in you and says, hey, practice these 4 tattvas, 4 tattvas. And then you hate this inner guru voice inside. No, it happens. How many of you have cognized it at least once? That is what I am telling you. Whenever your inauthenticity is exposed, immediately you somehow try to divert your attention to something else. Listen. ध्यान से सुनिए. Do not entertain this cute cuddling feeling with boredom or tiredness, saying, I work so much from whole day. See, my next department fellow does not do anything. He behaves like a government office. I behave like a professional corporate office. I am much, much, much better than that guy. Listen, comparison is the root from which inauthenticity justifies and continues to exist in you. How many of you cognize this? Do not allow. Tell very clearly, if that fellow does, that is his responsibility. And my life is my responsibility. End of the day, even if he is not responsible for his irresponsibility also, I am responsible. As I said, listen, cosmos functions in responsibilism. Cosmos does not believe in socialism, communism, capitalism, and anyism, corporatism, anyism. Neither Moscow nor Wall Street is the law of the cosmos. Neither Beijing nor Moscow or Wall Street is law of the cosmos. Law of the cosmos is responsibilism. ध्यान से सुनिए. Law of the cosmos is responsibilism. Meenakshi, Sundareshwara ruled the cosmos with this one thought of responsibilism. Comparison is the root from which inauthenticity justifies itself. दूसरे से तुलना करना ही आपकी अश्रद्धा और उसे सही ठहराने की जड़ है। दूसरे से तुलना करना ही आपकी अश्रद्धा और उस सही ठहराने की जड़ है। Comparison is the root from which inauthenticity justifies itself. ध्यान से सुनिए। But law of cosmos, the natural law of existence, dharma, is neither comparison-based philosophies of communism, socialism, capitalism, corporatism. Law of the cosmos is responsibilism. प्रकृति की नीति है उपायनम। प्रकृति की नीति है उपायनम। प्रकृति की धर्म है उपायनम। Law of the nature is upayanam. Law of the nature is responsibilism. Listen. When you take the responsibility, those higher energies express through you, I tell you, you always measure the result of your responsibility based on the little money and name and fame you get. That is where you fail. I tell you, when you take responsibility, the divine energies are supporting you. Kinnara, Kimburuda, Gandharva, Gandhara, Siddha, Rishi, Muni, Gana, they are all supporting you. All I request you, first few times, do not bother and logically calculate with your small logic. See, when I ask you to take the responsibility, you 2 lakh rupee a month with this responsibility. If I work, I know I will not have tiredness. Whenever tiredness comes, I'll break it with authenticity. Whenever boredom comes, I'll break it with authenticity. If I work like this, in 2 years, per month, I'll be making 20 lakh. Wow, Swamiji is great giving me this kind of ideas. By the time you finish this calculation, you will see, okay, then how can I have the 20 lakh without even taking the responsibility? After you complete your calculation, the last question you throw on you, how can I have that 20 lakh also per month without even taking this responsibility? How many of you cognize what I am saying? That is why I am telling, please do not measure the results of these 4 tattvas with your small logic. When you actually take responsibility, Indra enters in your hand. It becomes Vajrayudha. Yama enters in your lungs. Means non-stopping. Lakshmi enters your heart means continuously sharing. Kubera enters in your liver and kidney, keeping the whole thing alive. Marut, Agni, Marichi, all of them enter your intestine. Burning anything is offered and keeping the whole system active and alive. शारदानंदा अनिद्रामृत के लिए जाइए, ध्यान से सुनिए. When you take the responsibility, when you start expressing authenticity, whatever you calculate through your small logic, the benefits you may get 1,000 times more happens. Listen, when you start living with responsibility and authenticity, not only your monthly earning moves from 2 lakh to 20 lakh, you build a space where you live deathless. Your body gets built as you want. Your consciousness gets built beyond body. You are building a space of deathlessness. You are building your Akshardham. With integrity and authenticity, responsibility and enriching, keeping Kala Bhairava's promise, I declare I am telling you the truth. Satya, complete Satya. Whenever you break that boredom, tiredness pattern by bringing with integrity, if I think this tiredness is nothing but self-destroying negative pattern. How can I allow this? I complete with my tiredness and boredom. I divorce both of you. I lived enough with both of you. Today, divorce. Talak, talak, talak. Not even Hindu divorce, where you have to go to the court and apply, 6 months you wait, nothing, no. My tiredness, my boredom, I divorce you. Listen. Listen. When you divorce your tiredness and your boredom, don't think just your salary will increase, your earning will increase from 2 lakh to 20 lakh. You need to know you are creating a conscious space where you will be established forever deathless. It is not just a technique to improve your external productivity and success and life. It is a process where the source of consciousness is getting opened in you. So divorce your tiredness and boredom today. All I am trying to tell is divorce your tiredness and boredom now. Divorce your tiredness and boredom today. Yesterday only I divorced my tiredness and boredom. Now it was trying to ask me, I am also your disciple, why don't you give me little place? I said, nothing doing. Like you, I have given a place for a lot of disciples. Now I cannot afford to give a place for you. I have a question from Jnanatma. Does that mean that whoever is active and does not encourage tiredness, boredom, they achieve the state of deathlessness? No. If they does not encourage tiredness and boredom, with this clarity, in this context of using authenticity and integrity, they achieve deathlessness. There are people who don't get tired by taking there are some drugs and pills which the sports people use, which is banned. What do you call? Steroids. And there is a name for the doping. Am I right? Doping. There are sports people and these bodybuilders and others, by doping they live without tiredness and boredom, but that is no way going to help you. That is not going to lead you to deathlessness. No. Are you all clear? And same way, sometimes the intense lust and the intense fear will get you out of tiredness and boredom. If there is a lust, there will not be boredom or tiredness. You will jump, run. If there is an intense fear, there will not be tiredness and boredom. If a stray dog is chasing you, will you have tiredness or boredom to run? So intense fear and greed also can help you to be out of tiredness and boredom, but that is not going to lead you to deathlessness. If you get out of tiredness and boredom by using integrity and authenticity, you will achieve deathlessness. Jnanatma, doubt is clear? कृपया पुनः सुनिए, जब आप जिम्मेदारी लेते हैं, उच्चतम शक्तियां आपके द्वारा व्यक्त होती हैं. When you take the responsibility, the higher energy is expressed through you. When you break your tiredness and boredom, the source of consciousness is opening in you. जब आप अपने आलस्य और बोरियत को त्याग के उसके पार जाते हैं, तो आप चेतनता के स्रोत को प्राप्त कर लेते हैं. ध्यान से सुनिए, कृपया पुनः सुनिए. जब आप अपने आलस्य और बोरियत को त्याग के उसके पार जाते हैं, तो आप चेतनता के स्रोत को प्राप्त कर लेते हैं. When you use integrity and authenticity and break this pattern of cuddling up with your tiredness and boredom, you are allowing consciousness to build your muscle memory and biomemory. Same way I tell you, when you do the yoga or fitness, doing weightlifting or dumbbells or anything, look into your muscles which claims pain, and with integrity and authenticity, handle that pain. Naturally, what will happen? I have to be in my peak. That is authenticity. It means, how can I have this? Then you will understand the pain your muscles claim is pseudo pain, false pain. Drastically, your ability to lift the weight will become double. Just with this one understanding, your ability to bend your body will become double. The flexibility of your muscles and the stability of your muscles. Ability of your muscles and stability of your muscles and flexibility of your muscles will become double just by this one truth. Listen, I'm giving you the technique once more. When you bend the body in yoga or do the weightlifting, any of this process, when your muscles claim pain, when any part of your body claims pain or your whole body claims pain, look in and ask with integrity, am I having this pain or creating a self-destroying thought pattern which I am enjoying and cherishing? Yesterday, one of my disciples came up with finding a root pattern that I don't care for him or her. I said, you found the root thought pattern, why don't you complete it and get out of it? No, if I complete and get out, I will never bother to ask your attention and you will also not give me your attention. You will never bother about me. So I am going to keep this root pattern, even if I know it. Now what to do? Anyhow, finally the person got convinced to complete and get out of that root pattern. Many times you keep the false pain signals in your body as a protection security mechanism, but you don't understand, you don't need that protection security mechanism. It is like how the security agencies get their job, when they go to a new locality, they themselves have few people they hire and do some stealing, create certain insecurity in that locality. So naturally all the fellows ask for security agency number and ask for private security. Same way, the idea of pain which comes in your muscles and body is the henchman of security agencies. They come and give you some trouble so that you appoint the security agency, or if you don't appoint the security agency, the security agency itself is hurting you. How many of you cognize what I am saying? Dhyan se suniye, I'll explain once more. If you don't appoint the security agency and give them money, they themselves will come and do some problem, galata. There are some rowdy elements. They will ask for money. If you don't give them the money, they will come in some name, some form and do some protest. Same way, the pain which you are feeling in your muscles, you think this pain will keep my body in good shape without getting damaged, so better to have these pain signals in me, is not the right logic. Those pain signals are the enemies who are destroying and stopping you expressing your authenticity. Yogacharyas, this is one of the first lesson you need to teach in your yoga classes. Just understanding of this lesson, immediately their flexibility, stability and ability will increase twice. Tomorrow in the yoga session, everyone will experiment with this truth. All of you are cognizing it? Do not entertain any form of powerlessness, any time of your day, in any level of body, mind or consciousness. Depression is nothing but you entertaining powerlessness in the level of mind. Tiredness is nothing but you entertaining powerlessness in the level of body. Atheism is nothing but you entertaining powerlessness in the level of consciousness. ध्यान से सुनिए, tiredness is nothing but you entertaining powerlessness in the level of body. Depression is nothing but you entertaining powerlessness in the level of mind. Atheism is nothing but you entertaining powerlessness in the level of consciousness. कितने लोगों को ये समझ में आ रही है? How many of you are cognizing this? I tell you, atheist is a person cherishing poverty in conscious level. आस्वाद और कुछ नहीं, केवल मानसिक स्तर पर आपकी दुर्बलता का प्रतीक है. अवसाद और कुछ नहीं, केवल मानसिक स्तर पर आपकी दुर्बलता का प्रतीक है. Do not entertain powerlessness in any form of your life. Listen, death itself is nothing but all three parts of you entertaining tiredness and powerlessness. Death starts in your life when you entertain tiredness. Whenever you handle your tiredness and boredom with integrity and authenticity, even when you need to leave the body, you will not entertain death. Death will not happen to you. I am not teaching you science of just making success. I am teaching you the science of deathlessness. I am not just teaching you the science of Ananda. I am teaching you the science of Nitya. Let your muscle memories and biomemory not entertain any form of powerlessness. Use integrity and authenticity. मृत्यु आपके जीवन में प्रवेश करती है जब आप आलस्य को शरण देते हैं. मृत्यु आपके जीवन में प्रवेश करती है जब आप आलस्य को शरण देते हैं. Death starts in your life when you entertain tiredness. No. Authenticity and integrity should be the security for your Hrid Garbha. The Garbha Mandir, which is in you, is Anandagandha. Your Anandagandha is the Garbha Mandir where your God, super consciousness, Ishta Devata is residing. Integrity and authenticity should be the Dwara Balakas, not allowing tiredness and boredom or depression, any form of powerlessness to enter inside. Jnanatma is giving a question. when life does not give me what I want or change what I don't like. How not to entertain powerlessness in this case? Listen. Because you entertain powerlessness, life is not giving what you want. Not that life first denies you and then you entertain powerlessness. No. Because you entertain powerlessness, life asks you to change or denies. Change or denial comes from life only after you entertain powerlessness. You commit a crime, only then life gives you punishment. Life energy is not in a hurry to arrest somebody before even verifying whether they have committed a crime or not. ध्यान से सुनिए. Any form of entertaining powerlessness, either as tiredness and boredom, or depression, or fear, or worry, or non-trusting attitude, denial of life is atheism. Any form of entertaining powerlessness in your inner space is entertaining death. Don't. Entertain life, so even your death will be living. You will be living death. If not, you will be dead living. I have seen people who are dead living, and I have seen people who lived death. All my sannyasis should be living death. Not dead while living. No. Change or denial comes from life when you entertain powerlessness. जीवन से नकारात्मक तभी प्राप्त होती है जब आप स्वयं दुर्बलता में रखते हैं. जीवन से नकारात्मकता तभी प्राप्त होती है जब आप स्वयं दुर्बलता में रखते हैं. It is you entertaining powerlessness. Listen. Powerlessness in the level of physical body is tiredness and boredom. Powerlessness in the level of pranic body is dilemma. Powerlessness in the level of mental body is worry. Powerlessness in the level of subtle body is depression. Powerlessness in the level of karana sarira, unable to trust life. Causal body is unable to trust life. Powerlessness in the level of cosmic body is atheism. Powerlessness in the level of nirvana sarira is being a demon. Satan. Being Satan in one step more than more than atheist. Atheist does not believe God exists. Satan believes God exists, but he wants to fight with him. He wants to oppose him. The child form of Satan is tiredness. Tiredness slowly grows, finally becomes Satan, devil. Whenever tiredness approaches you, know very clearly, it's a small, sweet, cute snake. Now when you see a baby snake, it's very cute. You just want to cuddle with it and have that guy running around all over you. When you see a baby tiger, you feel so cute. Wow, can I have this? Only when it grows, you will understand. Tiredness is the child form of Satan. आलस्य स्वयं शैतान का लघु रूप है. आलस्य स्वयं शैतान का लघु रूप है. Do not entertain powerlessness, dilemma in any form in your being. Bhakta asks a question, is Swamiji saying Satan or Satan? I am not saying Shani, Satan, no. I am saying Satan means the Christian devil. Satan. Satan means the devil. ध्यान से सुनिए. The integrity and authenticity will bring tremendous Kundalini awakening and stability in you. Tomorrow all of you try to practice this integrity and authenticity while you are doing weightlifting or bending your body during yoga. I promise you guys, your ability, stability, flexibility will become at least twice more, 2 times more. कृपया सुनिए. Your integrity and authenticity awakens highest possibilities in you. Whole day, do not entertain any pampering thoughts. Integrity and authenticity will bring tremendous Kundalini awakening in you. Sometimes you think, anger with this guy I can afford. And you entertain. Even that is entertaining powerlessness. If you got the right reason and logic, and if the other person is really powerless, come on. You are fighting in the war, all the snakes ran away. Finally, you got only 2 cockroaches and you are beating it left and right. And then you raise the stick and show to the world, hey, don't come near me, don't come near me. And that cockroach blood is there on that stick. How many of you cognize in your life you have the pattern of beating cockroaches? Raise the hand. Because, first of all, you are afraid of snakes and they ran away. You got only cockroach. Come on. Now I will show my valor and strength. कृपया पुनः सुनिए. Integrity and authenticity should be used as a strategy planning before every small or big decision. Even a decision like, should I put the basma or not? Immediately apply the both principles. Is this putting basma brings me to integrity and authenticity and responsibility and enriching? Yes, because it reminds me that I should plan my strategy planning completely based on these four tattvas, not anything external, because anything external is going to become ash like this. Reminding me and reminding others. That is what has happened to Gun Pandian and Jnana Sambandhar's healing miracle. Listen, I am giving you the black box truths of what happened to Gun Pandian's mental setup. Some Jain monks who have not really understood Jainism have started putting suicidal tendency thoughts into Gun Pandian. That Pandya king slowly started hating life, and life affirmative things started shrinking. Literally his body also started shrinking. Then comes Jnana Sambandha, embodiment of Meenakshi Sundareshwara, to make Gun Pandian understand your consciousness does not need to shrink because of the ideas of the so-called things. Everything is going to become just ash like this. Listen. But your consciousness is beyond this, anything you see. Initiating him into this tattva of life and giving this ash as a prasada. When the tattva started spreading, expanding in Gun Pandian's consciousness, the shrinking body stood up and he expanded, became Nindrasir Nedumara Nayanar. Listen, most of you are still Gun Pandians. The life shrinking root thought patterns, you are suffering with it, suffocated by it. If you are suffocated by life shrinking thoughts, you are shrinking. Entertaining tiredness, entertaining depression, entertaining low mood, entertaining atheism is all nothing but entertaining powerlessness. entertaining the idea of non-possibility is powerlessness. जीवन से नकारात्मकता तभी प्राप्त होती है जब आप स्वयं दुर्बलता में रखते हैं। Continuously, whenever you feel hungry, try to attend the hunger, thirst, everything with integrity and authenticity. Even with integrity and authenticity, if your body feels the hunger and thirst, give food for it. I tell you, this is the way my disciples and devotees should eat. Eat if you feel authentically the hunger. The hunger is felt by your muscle memory, bio-memory. Drinking water can be done even if you remember. That is okay, no problem. But eating should be done only your muscle memory or your bio-memory feels the hunger. Unfortunately, even if you feel anger, you eat. Not that only in the primary school, kindergarten, you mistook the anger and hunger. Even now you mistake anger and hunger. In the kindergarten, in the school, how many of you have mistaken anger and hunger? Even now, how many of you are mistaking the anger and hunger? When you are feeling angry, you will feel like eating. What anger has to do with your food? ध्यान से सुनिए। The science of enlightenment. Science of enlightenment. Listen. I am defining the science of enlightenment. Flooding your body, mind, spirit with these four tattvas. And establishing yourself with these four tattvas is science of enlightenment. Today I tell you, you can declare to be Mahamandaleshwar. Same way, with integrity and authenticity, you can declare for your Purna Sannyas, you can declare for your Naishtika Brahmacharya, you can declare for your Krama Brahmacharya. I tell you, you can declare your enlightenment. Nobody else is responsible. Nobody else can declare. And I am telling you really, if you declare with integrity and authenticity, responsibility and enriching, that I am enlightened, have it in your resume. Enlightened disciple of Paramahamsa Nityananda. I have no problem because it's your responsibility now. I have set a high standard of enlightenment. So before declaring, make sure very clearly. People are going to look up to you to live the standard. So if you feel with integrity and authenticity, responsibility and enriching, if you cognize you are enlightened, declare your enlightenment. ध्यान से सुनिए, मैं आपको जीवन मुक्ति का विज्ञान बता रहा हूं. आपने शरीर, मन एवं आत्मा में इन चार तत्वों को समावित करना एवं चार तत्वों में स्थित हो जाना. Science of enlightenment is flooding your body, mind, spirit with four tattvas and establishing yourself with these four tattvas. From now onwards, my deity should be carved, created and established in our temples. Right hand with Abhayasta, left hand showing the four tattvas, char tattvas. I give you the Abhaya and Vara, live these four tattvas. The four fingers meaning the four tattvas. Sahaja, clear? Authenticity and integrity straight away gives you whatever you want and takes away whatever is not required to be inside you. The whole problem of humanity is what you want outside is not with you, what you don't need inside is with you. You need to empty your inside with which is filled with unnecessary things. You need to have outside all the necessary things. Integrity and authenticity will do that job immediately. It will get all the things which are unnecessary, which are sitting inside, out of you. It will get all the things necessary outside which you don't have to you. So many ashrams, temples, centers are declaring their collective responsibility Understand, your collective responsibility meeting and declaration is not poetry session. It is a prose theory planning session. All of you are clear? It is not that all of you sing and have some romantic poetry written and send it to Swamiji. We have done the collective responsibility session. Your muscles should have already started getting built the moment you declare the collective responsibility declaration. Your muscles should have started feeling the strength. Your mind should have started feeling the stability. Your body should have started feeling the life the moment you declare collective responsibility. Listen. When you declare collective responsibility, your whole body should be feeling the life. Wow, I am going to do this, live this. What Jnanasambandar would have felt when Mangayar Karasi called him to come to Pandya Desa and transform the king, Indrasir Nedumaran. And here is the senior Appa Swami is telling, Tirunavukarasu Swami is telling, don't go, the planets are not right, and the king is also not in Shaivism. Jnanasambandar says, no, I am going. It is his collective responsibility declaration. I am transforming Pandya Desa and reviving Madurai Adinam, establishing the Sarvanya Pita. He did it. He did it. I know for sure his body, his muscles, his bioenergy, his muscle memory, his biomemory, whole thing would have felt the life of Mahadeva, Shiva, when he declared, I'll transform the king. I'll transform the kingdom to Shaivism. You should know, still, even in the Dvajastambha of Meenakshi temple, Jnanasambandar is there. Means the temple itself is revived by Jnanasambandar. In the Dvajastambha of Meenakshi temple, Jnanasambandar deity is carved. Then understand the amount of importance he has. Shaiva Shamaya Kartru, founder of the Shaiva tradition. So when you declare the collective responsibilities, your body should feel. Your body should feel the life energy. It is happening in front of you. It is happening in front of you. All the cities declared collective responsibility. Listen. It is the energy which is happening in your word, in your mind, in your body, that is going to inspire, enrich thousands of people to live these four tattvas. Thousands of people living these four tattvas only going to create the temple or the city or the university or the Goshala. You are visualizing and declaring. Understand? Thousands of people living the tattva is going to create temple. Thousands of people who want to learn the tattva is going to create university. Thousands of monks who want to live these tattvas is going to create monasteries. Money is not going to make monastery. It can make corporate buildings. Political power is not going to create monasteries, temples. It can create parliaments. The temples and monasteries which you are declaring will be created only by thousands of people who are practicing these tattvas. Thousands of devotees who are living these tattvas. They create temples. Thousands of monks who live these tattvas, they create monasteries. Don't think if there are no worshippers, there is no temple. If there are no monks, there is no monastery. People, people, people. Our Sangha starts with people, lives with people, eternally will live with people. If there is going to be a time, the last human being on the planet Earth, he will be Nityanandite. Living these four principles. We start with people, live with people, continue to live with people. We will never die. It is people whom you need to serve, enrich. If Toronto Kailasam is declaring 300,000 people will live in the community, go around and enrich 300,000 people with these principles, tattvas, satyas. Chaturtattva mudra. Live these Chaturtattvas. The Abhaya and Varada of the ultimate is always with you. You are Brahmanyam Bahuputratam. The being which has surrendered to the four tattvas is Brahmanyam Bahuputratam. Tam denotes the being which has surrendered to the four tattvas. So you will wear the ring Brahmanyam Bahuputratam in the left thumb. The being which has surrendered to the four tattvas enjoys the space of Brahmanyam Bahuputratam. Do not allow powerlessness in any form, and do not allow boredom or tiredness in any way. आप your life is your responsibility. वह जीव जिसने चार तत्वों के प्रति समर्पण कर दिया है, वास्तव में ब्रह्मन का सर्व प्रिय हो जाता है. The being which has surrendered to the four tattvas is Brahmanyam Bahuputratam. वह जीव जिसने चार तत्वों के प्रति समर्पण कर दिया है, वास्तव में ब्रह्मन का सर्व प्रिय हो जाता है. Let's move now to the next segment of the morning satsang. अब हम सत्संग के अगले भाग में प्रवेश करेंगे.